How about FSLR? Just to pick a stock.
Yeah, I got that one. I've been playing that for years.
Me too. But look where it is now.
Well, the earnings, you know, they burned me a little bit. I thought earnings were after expiration. Now it comes out this Thursday.
I know.
So I had positions on, and all of a sudden I see, why did the front month all of a sudden they jumped up and mine went down? And
Well, look what it's doing too. It's been tanking like a rock.
Well, they've been making money. I mean, they make more money, but it went down.
But they have decent numbers. It could be an interesting trade.
Right where it dropped there in, what is it, November?
Everybody else.
Big drop.
I bought it at 109. It got out at 115.
Gap
But
down.
I was day trading.
Yeah, it gapped down. They made more money than ever, but they said, well, future problems and things that way. So but 100, 110, somewhere around.
You're right near support. I mean,
Yeah.
you're there.
They've moved up just a little bit in the last day or two, but
It depends what the market does the next couple of days. If we have a big drop off in one of those 2 days, it could fall below that 110. Might be an interesting buy.
yeah. Well, then I'll just have to switch if it breaks support.
It's right at it.
See, I had the 115, 110 puts out in March. The only problem is I thought it was protected, and then I sold 110s and stuff in February because the earnings were supposed to come out after, and then all of a sudden it switched. So now I got a little bit of a problem.
It's kind of doing a triangle now almost.
No, it's just bouncing. It just
It's actually tanking.
Yeah.
It's actually tanked off from 140 down to 109.
Well, it's been as high as $300 just what?
Not recently though.
A year and a half.
170, I think, the most recent
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, but in the last 2 years it's been up to 317 or something like that.
But if you like volatility and you want to make a lot of money, go out 2 months,
Yeah.
play it long.
This is a very volatile stock.
Volatile.
You want premiums, you can get lots of
Pot's a
premium.
blast. I love pot too. It had a big run. It's come back down a little bit. $5 now.
ISRG.
I love all those.
Can you do First Solar in a 6 month or 9 month?
Do what?
I'm when you're
Can
day
you go to
trading.
9 months on this one?
9 months.
ICE. Love it. CME.
Yeah, because when we trade options, we're
Nice.
just looking
Cheap
at kind of a
version.
6 month, 9 month.
But it's a nice trade. It's really nice. 118.
I mean, it looks like it's got some pretty good support and resistance.
Yeah.
That sucks to be me. I hate when those-
So it may bounce around through this range for a little while, but it's hard to say.
Well, it all comes down to earnings. I mean, that's the.
Well, Thursday should be fun.
Well,
Well, what's the
it's
big
Thursday after the market closes,
Right.
so it'll be Friday, which one day the expiration.
Perfect.
The current, you got 6.5 hours, when you find out about it.
Well, when you go to the phase 1, phase 2 scores, that PE score, or the, is that past or is that current? Like this one, it's FE score is 3.62 up. So is that past? And now when a new number comes in this Thursday, and that could change like that.
Yeah, the PE score, yeah.
It
So
will.
that's really for the last quarter. Right?
But they've been making more and more money. I mean, they're good. If you look at the fundamentals, they're good. I mean, that where it gapped down there, what was it, 20 or 30 points? They made more money than ever. They just said, hey, the economy's shaky, so it was the future guidance that scared everybody off.
And the great relationship between oil and FSLR is astounding.
Yeah.
If oil's going up, they follow right. It's
That's
going
right.
right behind it because it's solar. So that whole industry will come right behind it. But that guy will come up 10 points in a minute. In a minute.
If oil
You
goes
make
up
that trade,
this
you
much-
sit there in 1 minute, you just wait and you blink and then get out.
You day trade this?
Oh, I live for it.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a very
it's just
volatile
so fun, huh?
It's a psycho stock. You got to be mentally ill. I mean, I'm a trader. You have to have some mental impairment.
But so all day long you're with your screen.
No, well, I do a chat room, but I trade in the morning and I'm usually done. He's heard me. I'm usually done by 8:30 and then I play golf. But I got screwed up. These people hired me to help them with this chat room, so I'm in the chat room till at least noon. So I have to watch the stock market, which absolutely destroys me. But I still do it, and then I wait at the end of the day and I make my end of the day trade. I only trade twice, pretty much. I don't like to be in long. I'm not looking for, I'm looking to live my life and party. This is the insanity of this stuff is a whole different game.
But this is fun.
You could say I have a whole different disposition than he does, conservative. I'm a psychopath. I mean, I'm a gambler and I'm a registered gambler. I mean, I actually am a poker player, and I play in tournaments, so I don't want to do this all day, but I can make a great living trading twice in for 10 minutes. But now I'm in a chat room, so it screws me up. I'm in early in the
Trying to help
morning.
people like
Oh,
you.
it sucks. People from all over the world.
Yeah. Well,
I got a question from online for the room. Let's see. Does anyone in the group use gamma scalping to adjust their positions? I have been using this in condors and verticals recently. Some success, but I heard Tom Preston say he doesn't like it because its commission's intensive. Anyone, any comments from the group? Got a shoulder shrug?
Well, hey, if you're in and out that many times, you're paying commissions. That's right, unless you got free commissions on your game.
Does anyone gamma scalp in here? No? Not a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Yeah.
Market.
Okay, no one on the gamma scalping. Okay, another question from Christopher online. I've been looking to begin using learning Bollinger bands. Have others had success with bands and is technical analysis an okay area of discussion? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's really what we're talking
Bollinger
about.
bands are great indicators.
Yeah, they work pretty well.
But no indicator is perfect. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't feel them.
I mean, they're all lagging a little bit. So, I mean, in terms of technical indicators, there are always people who use every indicator out there. There are certain common ones, like the ones I use are pretty common mostly. But it's really a matter of preference. So, you know, if you have an affinity for a particular type of indicator, I've played around with Bollinger bands myself, and they seem pretty accurate to me. But I just, you know, I don't have it's just not part of my strategy. If I looked at every type of indicator that I liked at one point, I'd have a screen full of so much stuff I couldn't see what's going on. Which way back when I used to have.
for all 100 to line up. For the
Yeah,
every grade,
right.
Everyone does. Most common indicator.
That's kind of where you start out.
Numbers for both.
You have so much garbage on your screen, you don't know what the screen says. But then eventually you sort of pare back and you kind of find what you like. So, did someone say they wanted to look at Aapl earlier?
I did. We all love Aapl.
Everybody
I
loves
do
it.
not love Aapl.
That's what tosses is the most.
I make my living off
retail traded one.
Other than trading. I do it.
Everybody
spread
trades
every
Apple.
Never
I mean, you're
miss.
not a real trader unless you trade Apple.
That's right. The greatest stock in the world to put money in your pocket. It really is.
RIM too.
Yeah, I love RIM too.
RIM, yeah.
Got two of my favorites.
ISRG.
ISRG, that's a great group. I got the same screen here. Look at our screen. It's all on there, you know.
We're all the same crazy.
I think I'm adding Qualcomm. Qualcomm I'm going to put on this.
We could have sort of a head and shoulders here, maybe. I don't know. It depends what's going to happen here. But we've got some resistance. But Apple always kind of...
When it dropped, it blew away earnings. If you can pull up the earnings, can you?
It did. It just killed them.
They killed the earnings, and what did it do? It went down.
But with the market.
And I knew that. I knew.
But with the market.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, it's never what the earnings are, right? It's really the forecast and how people respond. I mean, the markets move on emotion. They're not really based on. I mean, sure, fundamentals play a role and technicals play a role, but ultimately it's emotional. So if Apple always blows away earnings, but you know when they're cautious,
Every month. Never
it
missed a
really
month.
determines what the
It's a great trade.
I didn't listen to the conference call.
No, I didn't listen.
185 to 85.
I traded
I'm in it right now.
I did some bear call spreads, and I got some bull puts and stuff on it. So it's doing
It's
what I
another
wanted.
This is crazy as man.